now we're going to, whoops, sorry, sound effects for a game I'm working on. We're going to do another draft. Unless Joest is in chat. Joest, you here? If you're here, we're going to do some Battle of Wits, but if you're not, I'm going to start up another draft queue. Wait a minute. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Draft number 2. Alrighty then, draft number 2. Bring the energy level back down from our insane high. I think the pick here is to take Euphemia the Cacophony. She seems like a really strong aggro card. Also just value. Yeah, do that. Okay, pack 2. We have Mr. Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. Aspect of the Lamprey. There's a Heliod's Pilgrim, which is just good value. There's also a Skola Grove Dancer. I think Heliod's Pilgrim's really strong. I do like Skola Grove Dancer. It just kind of helps with the aggro plan. I don't think we want either of these uncommons. We could take the Temple, but I don't think we're going to be both green and red. It's kind of early. Could just speculate. I'm going to take the Grove Dancer here. These two cards do synergize well. Plus, if we're doing like black-green, we can get a lot of escape shenanigans going on. I think I'm going to take a Return to Nature. It's really good to have one in the main deck, I think, because this is very close to like potentially a Vindicate. It's it does a lot of sweet stuff. Okay, Rise to Glory was like an all-star if we had amazing targets, because like every time we cast it last game, we were reanimating not only like an insane bomb, but also an insane aura, and I'm really tempted to do that again. Like, I will splash for it. This card's nuts. With like any real amount of other cards. Okay, in this pack, Nylea's Forerunner, an Unknown Shores, and Discordant Pipe. Is this exile a creature or enchantment? Enchantment card from graveyard only. Okay, we're going to take Nylea's Forerunner. I think it's a fairly good bomb, not bomb, but beater. Okay, Nyxborn Colossus, Omen of the Dead, Scavenging Harpy. I don't think I want to try for any of these, but I will take a Nyxborn Colossus. Card seems good. Thunderous Blessing. Oh, Treacherous Blessing. Excuse me. I was way off. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a spell, lose 1 life, and whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. I think 3 mana draw 3 is probably good enough. Try doing that. Okay. So we can get a Traveler's Amulet or a Mogus's Favor here. Or also a Thaumaturge's Familiar. I think I'm okay with Mogus's Favor. Pings off X1s and potentially does other stuff. Okay, Soul Reaper of Mogus is good. We're going to play green-black like enchantment aggro. Okay, Aspect of the Lamprey is the kind of thing we want to see. We could stick it on a huge creature and that'll offset any Treacherous Blessing mishaps. I don't like it, but Grim Physician's okay. We'll see if we're running it or not. Honestly, Fruit of Tizerus is so awful. We're not milling people with Sweet Oblivion, so we're going to take Swag Swamp. Swag Swamp. That's fun to say. Ooh, Unknown Shores. It's always good to have one of those come around. I think this is actually underrated for fixing in this format. Foil Mountain or Regular Island? I'm going to take the Regular Island. Ooh, another Regular Island. I don't have so many of these. I need enough lands to make Battle of Wits use all these lands. Actually, I can't do that for modern Battle of Wits. Modern Battle of Wits requires snowlands. Well, we'll still need a lot of them. Maybe we don't run the snow package. That's probably wrong, but... Alright, pack 2! We have Dalikos, Crafter of Wonders. I don't think I actually want to pick him. I don't think he's that good. Renata, Called to Hunt. Power and toughness equal to the number of green mana symbols you control. So she's a 4 mana 2/3 at her worst, and only goes up from there. Setessan Pioneer. When enters the battlefield, gain life equal to your devotion to green. Final Death. Excellent removal. We had a lot of cards in this pack. Holy crap. I think I'm going to take Final Death because we don't have any real removal yet. Okay, what do you do? Search for X land cards, put them in your hand, or Hurricane, or twice X. Minion's Return was a little bit mediocre. Nessian Wardens, whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, gain 2 life. That seems really good for what we're trying to do. So I think I'm going to take Nexus Wardens. There were a couple of other cards in that pack, but none that I valued as highly as that one. Sage of Mysteries, Constellation Mill. Well, that seems like fun. Maybe we should have taken the other mill card. Stinging Lionfish. Ran into that a lot last game. I think we take Lampad of Death's Vigil. We could take Farika's Libation. It seems like decent removal. It's probably just better to have another creature, though. I'm going to take the creature. Let's see, what are you? Enemy of Enlightenment. Gets -1/-1 for each card in your opponent's hand. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player discards a card. Okay. It's that, an Altar, or a Skola Grove Dancer. I think I want to take the Grove Dancer, actually. I don't know that this is very good. I think I would rather just have a consistent low drop deck if I can afford it. Okay, ramps for an additional green. Create a wolf token, but only on your turn if you sack it. Or an Omen of the Hunt. Do we have any constellations yet? I don't actually. We have the one that gains life. I think that's it. I think I'm okay with Omen of the Hunt. It fixes. It's a constellation trigger. Wolf Willowhaven doesn't fix. Okay. I really like Setessan Training in this format. I'm going to take Setessan Training because having a enchantment that cantrips as well as does something to impact the board slightly helps a lot. Let's see, Relentless Pursuit. Reveal the top 4 cards, creature and or land, with the rest in your graveyard. Or draw 2, lose 2 life, and put the top 2 in your grave. I think Relentless Pursuit is going to be a little bit better. So we'll take Relentless Pursuit. Take another Grove Dancer. Do we want to Loathsome Chimera? We don't have much escape yet. We already have a Soul Reaper and a Lampad, and I think we both kind of really only want one of them. We'll take the Chimera. Do you have any good enter the battlefield effects on creatures? I don't think so. We'll just take the Harpy. I guess we take the Familiar. Actually, we could take the Fog. We like all enchantment creatures. We'll take the Familiar. Take the Berserker. Don't think we're playing it. When in doubt, take the land. Ever heard of Roland Chang? No, I have not. Also, welcome back, Joest. Glad to have you. Bone Daddy subscribed at Tier 1. Thank you again, Bone Daddy. Your patronism. That's not the right word. Thank you for your support. You're a wonderful human being. And I appreciate it greatly. So we can take another Treacherous Blessing and have 2, or we can take a Grey Merchant, Final Death, or Mire's Grasp. There's also Blight Breath, Katobla Pass. We probably don't have... I mean, the Drain can just finish our opponent off. We're probably not going to have too much devotion to black. Patronage! Yes! Patronage is the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Great Bone Daddy. And thanks for stopping by. It's always good to have you for a little bit. All the black cards in this pack are really good. We're going to take... Yeah, we're going to take Grey Merchant. Let's see. Temple of Malice. We're not going to splash red, I don't think. Nylea's Huntmaster Moss Viper. Moss Viper is pretty good, especially if we can find any of the green fight auras. Plus, it gives us a good 1-drop to help round everything out. Wow. I think we take a Nyxborn Marauder here. Just like a random enchantment beatstick dude. Satessan Training. Nylea's Huntmaster. Yeah, we'll take another Satessan Training. I think having one Huntmaster can be good. Kind of synergizes with Forerunner pretty well. Let's see. Discordant Piper is kind of just an aggro creature. We can take a Mystic Repeal and de-glamour our opponent's nice things. I don't think we want another Lampad. We'll take the Piper. See how things work out here. Okay. I don't think we want the Tower Scout. Aspect of the Lamprey number 2 might be a bit ambitious. I don't know if we could play a Funeral Rites. I'm going to take a second one of these. Seems like something that could be good in multiples. Okay, Satessan Petitioner seems good. We have a lot of green cards. And just gaining life equal to your devotion to green could be pretty good. Blight Breath Katoblapa seems good. But I think it might be worse than Mire's Grasp. It's like Mire's Grasp powers up Ephemia. Like our one constellation. This attacks. We'll take the Blight Breath. That's probably wrong, but I'm going to do it. Fog to the side. Island to the side. Take a random unplayable. This seems okay. Always can have another one of them, I guess. Cool. So I don't think we can splash our Rise to Glory, because we did pass that one Traveler's Amulet. So, I think what we're going to be doing here... we can't. I don't think we can run. I don't know what I was about to say, but we probably can't run Rise to Glory, unfortunately. So we got to cut a lot of cards. I like our entire set of 2-drops. They're very nice. Okay. I actually really like our non-creatures, so let's try cutting a couple of creatures here. I think we only need one Lampad. This is going to be tough. We have to cut 5 cards? Maybe 4? Okay. We'll cut down to one aspect of the Lamprey. We'll have another one just in case we need the sideboard for the lifelink. I think I'm going to cut a Scavenging Harpy. We cut one more card. One more card. It could be either a creature or a non-creature. I'm going to cut the Piper. I know that seems a little bit weird, but 7 and no. Okay. I think we got ourselves a deck. Let's do this. See you guys in round 1, which is right now. Alright, this hand doesn't do anything, but we got both colors of mana. It's always good, right? We have a lot of early drops. I'm going to keep because we're on the draw. There we go. Start Forest. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains. And they play a 2/2. We draw a Satessan Petitioner. Play a Lampad. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Plains. We will call their bluff on a combat trick. Okay, they had one. We draw a Scala Grove Dancer. Scola Grove Dancer. How do we pronounce that? Well, we'll play it. See what our opponent does. They play a Swamp. We'll trade. They play a Lampad and an Ephemia. They exile Mogus's favor. Play a Swamp. Play another Grove Dancer. Pass the turn. Opponent gets in for 4. We will take it. Oh, well then. Block the Lampad. I have a Captivating Unicorn. We draw a Forest. Play a Satessan Training. See what we draw. Another Forest. Alright, well, pass the turn. We're going to flash in an Omen of the Hunt. Okay, Okay, block here, hopefully trade. Well, they can sack it to itself, I think. Okay. It's fine. Play an Omen of the Hunt. Go and get a forest. They get a zombie. We untap. We draw a Relentless Pursuit. Cast a Relentless Pursuit. Pick up a Moss Viper and a forest. Really wanted that Nexus Warden. Play a forest. I actually think we need to cast this Petitioner here, just to gain enough life to stay alive. Alright, pass the turn. It's too bad we don't have any plummets. Okay, Omen of the Sun for our opponent. They're going to tap down the Grove Dancer. They have an Entrancing Liar as well. Does that mean we're just dead? That might mean we're just dead. This is a very strong card. I think we're dead. Yep. Ugh. Okay. Oh, aggro, huh? We're gonna do the Mogus's favor thing. Aspect of the Lamprey. What do we cut out? I'm gonna cut Omen. Ah, whatever. We'll run it like this. Alright, we'll play first. And we'll keep. This hand seems like it might get us somewhere, though. We'll try. Start forest. Pass the turn. Alright. Play Grove Dancer. Pass the turn. Play a Satessan Training. Draw a card. Get in for 3. Play a Moss Viper. Pass the turn. Really sad we didn't get any fight auras in this deck. It's like super vital in the green deck. Okay, we draw Nylea's Huntmaster. Our opponent probably has Omen of the Sun, so we're just going to play a Lampad and pass. Okay, they didn't use it, if they had it. They play a Plains and play a Farika's Spawn. We draw a Swamp, play a Swamp. Play Nylea's Huntmaster, pump up our Trampler. Get in for 7. Heliod's Pilgrim, alright. They get a Mogus's favor. They're going to kill our poor Moss Viper with it. Well, our opponent only has 3 cards left in hand, so we're going to Aspect of the Lamprey it up. Give him the suck. Sorry. We're going to get in for 4. They discard 2 lands, which does not bode well for us. They play a big ol' unicorn. We draw a Petitioner, go to combat, get in for 4. See if they trade. They do. Play a big old Chimera Boy. Pass the turn. Okay, they mill over 2 Omens of the Sun, which probably means our opponent is not holding any more Omens of the Sun. Get in for 4. Probably trade off Heliod's Pilgrim. That's fine. Go ahead and reanimate. Loathsome Chimera. Pass back to our opponent. They play a 3rd Lampad. Or 2nd, I guess. We haven't killed one yet. I really, really like this card. Like, the Mind Rot plus permanent lifelink on a dude in this format, I think this card's underrated. Because, like, lifelink can win you games on something huge. They put a Mogus's favor on a Lampad, meaning that we could double Mogus's favor to kill it. I think I'm actually okay with this. Because now if we attack with Loathsome Chimera, they have to block with their 3/3 to kill it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, they make the trade. We missed out on a life, but I don't think 1 life is going to matter here. 1 second, I have to check something for my fiance. Sacrifice a non-Gorgon creature. Yeah, okay. We draw a swamp. Get us back a Chimera. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pass back. Let's exile 2 other cards. Yeah, okay. Blight Breath Katoblapa. Well, take 5. Well, now it's not looking good. I don't want to exile both Mogus's favor. Actually, we probably should put one on the land pad if at all possible, so we could kill the Blight Breath by blocking. Okay, Skola Grove Dancer. We'll play that. Play a swamp. Pass the turn. I don't think we can beat that. Block here. Mill ourself. Bad. Mill ourself. Worse. They get a soldier. Yeah, I don't think we can win. Not after, like, if we still had Final Death in the deck, maybe, but we don't. Alright, so that was pretty bad. Round 2. I mean, this seems like an okay hand. We'll keep. Opponent starts Plains and Pious Wayfarer. Go play a forest. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain and an incendiary oracle. We draw a lampad. Play the lampad. Pass the turn. Block here. Opponent plays a Hero of the Nyxborn. That seems like it might be bad for us. Oh gosh. Okay. Play a forest, play a Soul Reaper of Mogus, and pass. I'm not going to block that. 1 damage to target creature and it can't block. Okay. Play a swamp, play a Nexus Wardens, and pass. Opponent plays a Plains. What are the odds they have a flash enchantment? Probably low enough that it's still worth making the trade. Okay. Play a forest. Play a Setessan Training. Gain a life. Or gain 2 life, actually. And draw. Play the Chimera. Okay, they kill the Chimera. We're relatively okay with that. Hero of the Pride. Play a forest. Play the Blight Breath. We're going to kill this Blood Aspirant. Everybody attacks, huh? We'll leave the Nexus Warden back. Okay. That's kind of what I was afraid of. They pumped this up? I think our opponent got confused about where that trigger went. But okay. Like, I'm okay with that. Play a forest. We'll play Miss Cacophony. Then we'll play the Petitioner and gain some life. Because, like, the longer we delay, the better off we are. That was a huge mistake by the opponent, though. Opponent plays a land. I really don't like any of the red-white decks I've seen. I really do not want to be stuck drafting those colors. I'm sure there's a really broken red-white aggro you could draft with, like, ideal circumstances, but I think that in the general sense, you just run out of cards too quickly, or that's the way that people have been building it thus far. We don't need that. This hand doesn't do anything. But this one's a lot better. We'll keep this one. We'll put back Nyxborn Colossus. Play Nexus Wardens. Pass the turn. We're not blocking that. They play a Transcendent Envoy. Go ahead and Relentless Pursuit. We'll pick up a Soul Reaper of Mogus and a Forest. Play a Mogus's favor. Gain some life. Pass the turn. Unless our opponent has another combat trick, if they attack with a Pious Wayfarer, we should be able to block it. Storm Herald, fun. This has reach, so we get to kill this. We draw a swamp. Play a forest. Play Soul Reaper of Mogus. Gain some life. Hang back, hold up, return to nature. Opponent plays Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. So opponent gets a bunch of triggers to pump their guys. And make the Oracle really big. We could double block, but I feel like that would be bad. Actually, hang on. If we destroy this, it loses 0 toughness, but loses power. So actually, yes, let's block. Destroy Aspect of the Manticore. Okay, they gain a life, that's fine. Play a land. Play Grey Merchant. Pass the turn. Thundering Chariot. Hey, we got a Chimera. Alright, play our Chimera Boy. Do we play a land? We might play a land. This says first strike. Why does it have first strike? I guess there's no reason not to play that swamp. Woo! That does things. I guess sort of. We really only have the one enchantment, but get rid of Mogus's favor, get a zombie. And our opponent says they've had enough. They scoop it up. And we win the match. Woo! Well, with as bad as I felt like this deck has been, at least we got a match. I'm sorry I've been on my phone a lot. I have some important budget discussions that are occurring right now. So it's something that had to be handled. It's not really handled, but all right. We'll play first. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Start by playing a swamp. Pass the turn. See what our opponent's up to. They play an island and a Traveler's Amulet. We draw a forest, play a forest, and we're gonna play a Grove Dancer. We're not playing Ephemia this turn because we might play her after attacking to see if we trade or something like that. Like next turn we might play Lampad and leave up a mana. Go to combat. Attack for 2. See what our opponent does. Riptide Turtle. It's a turtle. Yeah, we'll play Ephemia now. 3 colors, huh? We're gonna play a Treacherous Blessing and draw some cards. Okay, that Katoblapa is actually pretty nice. Okay, opponent cracks Traveler's Amulet. And we get a mountain. Alright, they're gonna kill Ephemia, which is pretty bad. They get in for 2. We untap, we draw a swamp. Play a forest. Play a petitioner. Lose a life. We'll gain 3. Play a land pad. Opponent attacks for 2. We'll take it. And they have an Arena Trickster. Well, thankfully that Trickster can die immediately. Get in with everybody. Opponent takes 3. They play a land. They get in for 2. We go to 14. And they have a Triton Wave Rider and a Blood Aspirant. I'll have 7 mana. We can really only do one thing. And I feel like we need to exile this Wave Rider. Play a Swamp, just so we can sack creatures in case anything goes wrong. Get in with everybody. Okay, our opponent takes 5. They drew a land, I think. Actually, I don't know if they drew that or had it, but we only have 1 card left in hand. Okay, no attacks. Interesting. We draw a Nylea's Forerunner. Go to combat. Attack with almost everybody. Oh, tricky. I didn't see that. They could actually sack their turtle post blocks and make that a 3/3. They're in the tank. Looks like they might be going with what I was thinking. They're taking forever to do it, though. I think if my opponent wasn't planning on attacking with this Mischievous Chimera, they should have attacked, or they should have blocked with it. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. If my opponent wasn't planning on blocking with that Chimera, they should have attacked with it. Why would you do that? Okay. I mean, you could have blocked and prevented. Yeah, okay. Alright. I should have sacked, but I didn't. I was so stunned, I didn't ping my opponent for 1 damage and gain 1 life. So we'll see if either of those matter. They're going to steal my Trampler and then sack it. I should have sacked it in response. Ah! But if they do that, they're not attacking with Blood Aspirant. Oh, fine. I should have sacked it in response. It's such a big punt. Okay. Draw a Relentless Pursuit. So we'll cast it. Take a Nyxborn Marauder and a Forest. Put them in our hand. Gain a life. Play a Forest. Play a Marauder. Go to combat. Hit them with everything. Opponent blocks. Goes to 7. I hope I can come back despite the punts. Because if I can't, I'm going to feel really bad. Okay, well, they don't get the Scry. They do get to hit me for 4 and take me to 3, though. Which is going to limit the amount of spells I can cast by a lot. Actually, are they dead? We hit them for 3 and then sack 3 creatures? I think they're dead. Hit them with everything. I'm sorry, did I say punts? Those were actually field goals. Yes, we'll use it to its own ability. Oh, thank God. Oh, we somehow recovered. I've gone very poorly. Note to self, do not run Treacherous Blessing. Card is nowhere near as good as you hope it is. I mean, I'm sure it is in some situations, but not in those. We'll run in Mogus's favor just as an additional removal spell. Yeah, we'll just run it back. Praise Jeebus. Alright, we'll keep. Opponent starts Island. We'll start Swamp. Pass the turn. Play Forest, pass the turn. It seems like if we just gain a bunch of life off this Nexus Wardens, they're going to have a tough time staying in this game. They play a Naiad of Hidden Coves. We play a Nexus Wardens. You know, I think that last game I tried really, really hard to throw. And they out-punted my punts. Because they, like, attacked into reach and stuff. They sacked creatures they didn't need to sack. It was kind of impressive in a weird, twisted sort of way. I'm going to play a Nyxborn Marauder. No memory drain. Gain some life. Pass the turn. I wonder if our opponent has a bunch of red cards stuck in hand. They have an Ashiok. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player discard or exiles a card from their hand. We'll exile a forest. Save 3 toughness. We could do 1 damage to Ashiok. I don't know if that's worth it, though. Play Nyxborn Marauder. Gain some life. Put Mogus's favor here. Hopefully they don't have, like, red land Omen of the Forge. That would be so bad. Maybe we should have waited just to avoid that particular scenario. Alright, we draw... what? A Return to Nature. Play a Swamp. Play a Satessan Training. Draw a card. Go to combat. Attack Ashiok. Attack Ashiok. Because Ashiok must die. Like now. Please. Double block that Minotaur. You're just gonna block like that? Ashiok's gonna die. I guess our Minotaur dies too. It doesn't have to, though, so it's not going to. Play the Lampad. Pass the turn. We are at a successful 30. Ashiok has been mitigated properly. Our opponent's going to go get a red land. Omen of the Forge me right where it hurts in the Minotaur, and I'm going to be very sad. At least I think that's the case. Exiles the top 2 cards of my library. How rude. They got a couple of good cards. And they play a 3/3. Okay. We draw a forest. Well, let's go attacking. Pass the turn. When it goes attacking, exiles a Femia and a forest. Saddening. They play a Mischievous Chimera and a Scophos Warleader. Flash in Omen of the Hunt. Gain some life. Get a forest. Sack Omen of the Hunt. Go scrying. Grey Merchant and Colossus. Yeah, I think we want both of those, actually. Untap. We draw Nyxborn Colossus. So we play it. Gain some life. Make a huge creature. Pass the turn. Let's see what our opponent does. They turn it into a fish. Of course they would. The jerks. A Phoenix. Okay. With haste. Okay, it's only a 2/2 though. We lose our Grey Merchant and our Blight Breath. That's a problem. Block here. Block here. Block here. Sack the Colossus, sadly. Untap. What do we draw? It's a Grove Dancer. Play a Grove Dancer. Gain some life. Dang it, I meant to reanimate this stupid enchantment so that we could actually get in for a real amount of damage. But I didn't. Our opponent is going to take control of our 2/2 and then sack it. Well, I guess they can attack and then sack it, but I guess then 1 more damage. We lose out on Soul Reaper of Mogus and a forest. We go to 23. Okay, they sack Skull of Grove Dancer. We untap, we draw a forest. Reanimate Mogus's favor. Gain some life. Go to combat, hit him for 4, take him to 8. Our opponent has just, like, exiled all of our good cards. Like, Ephemia, Grey Merchant, Blight Breath. The only one they didn't exile that was, like, super good was Colossus. That's thankfully because we got to draw it right away. Our opponent had another Ichthyomorphosis, which, because I was F6'd, I couldn't sack. Oh, God. If I upload this one to YouTube, people are going to yell at me. What do we exile this time? 2 swamps, I think. Yeah. Alright, we draw a Chimera. Hey, Chimera might be able to do something. Play the Chimera. Suit this up with Mogus's favor. Get in for 3. Opponent attacks with everything yet again. Exiling Forest and a Skola Grove Dancer. Do we block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we gotta block, because this Phoenix has some sort of weird fire breathing. Okay, our opponent goes to 4. The Phoenix gets pumped. We go to 6. And I think they're dead. We get a Nylea's Huntmaster. Fateful End. No, that's really fateful. This is their last card. Gross. So we go up to 7, and then we die. Sad face. I don't think we had 3 sacks we missed. I know I missed 1. We're gonna run Discord and Piper and our other land pad. Mainly because I think that might be good. Brain tired, hurt. Alright, we'll play first. And I think this will work. Start Forest, pass the turn. The opponent starts Mountain. And an Amulet. Play a Forest, play a Grove Dancer. Pass the turn. They play an Island. We draw a Soul Reaper of Mogus, so play a Swamp, go to combat. Attack for 2, see if they have an Omen. They do. Felt like it was telegraphed pretty hard. Skola Grove Dancer down. Play Soul Reaper. Pass the turn. They play an Island. And they play a Naiad of Hidden Coves. We draw Final Death. That sounds like a really bad version of Final Jeopardy. We do not draw land, but we get to attack for 3. Okay, our opponent goes to 17. Our opponent gets a Swamp and plays Dalakos. Interesting. Okay, we're going to Relentless Pursuit because we'd really like a land. There's a land. We're a little ways off casting Blight Breath, but I'm going to put it in hand. Play a land. Go attacking. Shoot, that's a 2/4. Whatever. Hopefully they don't have anything too scary here. They play a Mountain. They get in for 4. We go to 14. And they play an Arena Trickster. We draw a Forest. We play a Forest. We Final Death the Trickster. Get in for 3. They have an Unsummon? Are you kidding me? Alright, so we get Unsummoned. And they have a 3/4 flyer, which we might have some trouble dealing with. We draw a Discordant Piper. So we're going to play a Petitioner, gain some life, play a Piper, pass the turn. They play an Island. They turned this into a fish. We should probably chump, because I think that changes the map. We draw a Swamp, so we'll play a Swamp. We can either give something -3/-3, or we can play a Forerunner. We do have a blocker. They have lethal exactly. We're going to try and stick lifelink on this. Okay, opponent goes scrying. They top decked another unsummon. That is a little more than unfortunate. And we're just dead. Because we can't... They top decked an unsummon. Not only were they running one, but two unsummons, and that's how we died. That's okay. We should have won the other game that we had a complete punt fest in. Gosh.